Hello, you guys. Welcome back to Calling the Shots with Kiki
and Sarah.
And I've been dying to talk to Sarah because I haven't talked to her since the wedding, and I purposely have not asked about the wedding so that I could hear about it on the podcast.
Yes, man, it was like a whirlwind and kind of a blur. So, I will try my best to describe what it was like.
You looked stunning.
But
first,
thank you.
You looked so gorgeous, and you kind of explained what you had, like you were gonna put a braid in your hair and what, and it looked so good. You looked so you. Your dress was just like
something out of a fairy tale.
Yes, it was like magical. Yeah. Honestly, I loved it. So I just had to start there.
Shout out to my sister and my cousin-in-law. My sister did my hair and my cousin-in-law did my makeup.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, it was like...
They killed it.
Literally, this wedding... I mean, I kind of already knew it, but this wedding just showed the women in my family really just have so many talents, and it's crazy.
They can do it all.
Yeah, because my sister did my hair, cousin did my makeup, my mom made my wedding cake and literally planned the entire wedding.
Yeah.
And then my aunt, one of them cooks and caters. The other one is really good at making flower arrangements. So she made my bouquet for my bridals and for the day of, made all the boutonnieres, made my bridesmaids bouquets.
You had a whole wedding staff on your family.
Really, yeah. And then people from the ward helped out a ton too.
Yeah, our church congregation.
Yes.
Sorry.
Yes, my dad is the head of our church congregation, and so and my boyfriend's Polynesian, or my husband now. Crazy.
We were still stuck on boyfriend.
I'm still processing that's what happened. Part of me was oh yeah, we've been together so long, kind of already feels like we're married. But then the other part of me, I look at him, I'm like he's my husband now.
That's crazy.
You know?
It's...
I'm still in my brain trying to,
make that adjustment.
Yeah, that, we're together forever. You know?
Yeah.
He's stuck with me.
This is it.
So, but anyways, the second I got there, it was kind of... we hit the ground running.
Yeah.
Because,
your wedding was on a Saturday and you got there on a...
Friday night. Late Friday night, the week before.
Oh, the week before. Okay, yeah. That's what I was I thought you had, a week. Okay.
So I got there the week before the wedding, at midnight. And my bridal shower was that Saturday morning before the wedding. The Saturday before the wedding.
A week before.
Yeah. And it was amazing. My sister planned the whole thing. My niece, the day before the bridal shower, broke her arm.
No!
So that was really fun because...
How old is she?
She's 3.
Stop. That makes it so much sadder.
Yeah, but honestly, she was such a trooper. She, no one even could really... They didn't know if it was broken at first because she was just, chilling. She, got up and was, hurt, and she was definitely, wasn't moving it and stuff, but, she wasn't, screaming or, freaking out. And so that's why they were confused. They're how bad is it? We don't know.
Totally. I have never broken a bone, knock on wood, but...
Oh, lucky you.
I feel I would not be chilling.
She dislocated her elbow and broke her elbow. And I've done I did basically the same thing in, 4th grade. But she's so young that when they took her to the ER, they couldn't tell because her bones are so soft still.
Oh, baby.
And anyways, so she was in a splint at the bridal shower, and then 2 days before the wedding, they put her. My brother-in-law and my sister convinced her to get a purple cast, even though pink is her favorite color. But before the wedding,
because
my colors were shades of purple, and so they convinced her to get a purple cast.
Shut up, that's so cute.
And so she matched her dress perfectly and everything. It was so funny.
I'm obsessed with that. That is
it was...
What an iconic photo.
Yeah, it was great. And anyways, so the bridal shower went great. My sister did an amazing job. She made this really intricate big balloon wall instead of a balloon arch.
Oh,
she filled a wall with balloons and flowers and little like butterflies. It was so cute. And
from all the like photos I saw, it looked amazing.
It was super fun. And then we took bridals Wednesday. My husband flew in on early Tuesday morning, and we literally picked him up and then went to the courthouse to get our marriage license.
Yes, because you were kind of stressing about getting that in time.
I was, because it can take forever. Like, you can sit there. It's like the DMV. Like, you could sit there for hours.
Cool.
And so he got in super early. He got in like 6 a.m. and the courthouse doesn't even open until 8. And so, but like, the airport's close to like the city of Tampa. So it's like, we're already down here. We might as well just go park and like nap until they open. And then we can go in and like get our license. So we walked right in, got it. It took like 5 minutes.
Yes.
So it was good. But then I was supposed to fly in Monday to come back to Utah. And there was just like a few little hiccups because he's out of state. Because like he's from out of state.
I'm so confused. Wait. Oh, you were supposed to
fly back. So
you were talking, okay.
So
timelines. Monday after the wedding.
Because
before we were on the week before.
To fly in. So I'm talking marriage license things first before I get to anything else.
Okay.
Because we were...
Wait, I'm still confused, Sarah.
So you get the marriage license, but it has to be officially signed.
But you just said you were supposed to fly into Utah?
On Monday after the wedding.
Yes, okay.
But because there was complications with the marriage license and him... being from out of state, we had to go back into the courthouse on Monday. And
that makes more sense.
Confirm things. So I flew in Tuesday after the wedding. At first, I thought
you were saying you flew in Friday to Florida.
No.
And then you were going to fly back to Utah Monday.
I'm sorry.
And then back before.
No.
So you had to stay an extra day
because of the license. So like, it went smoothly at first. And then we were like, oh, shoot, we have to go back.
Yeah.
So... license got on Tuesday. We got it all figured out. So we're married officially.
Thank goodness.
We took bridals on Wednesday. The original park I wanted to take it at was closed.
Aww.
And I was like, cool.
There's always something.
Luckily, we had a backup one, which honestly worked out just as great.
Yeah.
So we did our like first look and everything at the park. So like he hadn't seen me in the dress yet.
Yeah.
So we did that at bridals. And it went amazing. I'm so excited to get the pictures back. I only got a few back for the wedding. Those are the ones I posted.
Loved what I saw.
I think I got a few more than the ones I posted. So I'll have to show you those later.
Yay.
But they turned out so good. So I'm excited to see the rest. And then after that was just like everyone flying in. So like we woke up every day at like 4:30 to pick people up from the airport because they would take the red eye to Florida.
Yeah.
And so like his family was flying in, my bridesmaids were flying in. So it was just like kind of a lot after that. And then just like finishing little details, trying to get them all like ironed out before the day of. Because like we didn't have a wedding planner. Like I said, my mom literally planned everything. And then also made my cake. I helped make part of my cake just because I was like, you need to like relax.
Aww.
So let me just tell me what to do.
Totally.
And I'll make the rest of the cake.
That's so good of you.
So anyways, it was great. And then the date of my wedding was at 4 p.m. Mm-hmm. And so the day of was just kind of like, again, getting the last little things done, like candles put in, like just little decoration things, basically. I also woke up slightly congested, as you can probably hear in my voice still, and like a little bit of a sore throat. But I was like, I don't have time to like think about this. I'm just going to take some medicine and we're just going to like push through.
Honestly,
like, this is my wedding day. Well,
because you're like, what else am I going to do?
What am I going to do? You know, I can't be sick. It is. Ain't nobody got time for that. No. So we're just going to take some medicine, like, try not to think about it, maybe pop a couple cough drops, and
it's going to be great because this is the one day it has to be great.
Exactly. So yeah, and then throughout the day, like even throughout the night, I could feel myself getting like more and more. And I like went up to one of my bridesmaids and was like, I'm like not okay. I need you to find me drugs. Like I need you to go get me medicine. She was like, okay, I'll be right back. And so bless her heart, Anne was like handing me cough drops throughout the night and like
that's amazing.
Sinus medicine. But so the reception was super pretty. It just, everything turned out so well. Like, honestly, it went really smoothly. Like, there were little things, but, like, nothing major happened, like, that made it, like, catastrophic.
Right. Good.
My sister, the weekend before my wedding, she had a different wedding to go to, and the grandma of the bride literally had a heart attack on the dance floor and died at the wedding.
Sarah.
This is, like, the Saturday before my wedding. That night, she had a wedding to go to.
That'll ruin it. That's like actually traumatizing.
Literally, for everyone involved. Sister and like Cole and them were like, we like were in shock and like are still like trying to process it. Because
100%. I'd be the same way.
Two of the guests, one was like a firefighter, and one was like a nurse, were like giving her CPR like on the dance floor. And they were basically like, we didn't want to say anything, but we kind of knew she was like already gone, but we didn't want people to be like, oh my gosh, I just watched someone. Like, are you kidding me? Crazy. So like, I was like, okay, oh my gosh. Grandparents, everyone, make sure that you're getting enough rest and taking all your vitamins and drinking enough water, and let's have a good day. Like,
oh, that's so sad.
Yeah, it was so sad.
I'm gonna put that in a box and process that more later.
So honestly, it went so smooth. Like, after that happening, I'm like,
puts it in perspective.
A lot worse.
Puts everything in perspective.
Yeah, I was like, nothing crazy happened. And then tons of his family came, which was like, we weren't sure exactly how many, because Polly's love a last minute trip, and so. Yeah, he had family from, like, all over come, and so it was super cool to, like, get to see all them.
And you did the Polynesian cultural dance that we talked about.
I did.
And you did it in the dress. I thought you weren't going to do it in the dress.
At first, I wasn't going to, but, like, my dress was so big that, like, you wouldn't have even seen the dance, really, because, like...
You looked good in it. It looked cool.
Honestly, I was so overwhelmed, because the night before, I went to, like, his parents' Airbnb to pick up... So his aunt used to dance professionally in Hawaii, and then she taught after she retired. She like taught professionally.
Makes sense.
And then like handmade my costume, and she flew in for the for the wedding.
That is so special.
Yeah, crazy. And so I go to like their Airbnb to pick up the costume and like try it on, make sure it like fits and everything. And she's like, "Okay, like let me see you do the dance." And I'm like, oh, we're doing this. Okay.
So much pressure.
And, like, the dinner rehearsal, like, I did it for his family for the first time.
Uh-huh.
And they were
wow, I didn't realize you would be doing it before the wedding.
I didn't either, because Tiger wanted it to be a surprise.
Yeah.
And so I did it for them, and they were like, honestly, she dances better than some of our family members that have had to do it. So then I felt really good. But then I went, and his aunt, like, just because she does it professionally, was like critiquing every little thing I did. And then I was like really stressed. But she's like, honestly, Sarah, the fact that you're just doing this for us is like such an honor, and like we really appreciate it.
Oh my
so
gosh.
Like, as long as you go out there and do like try your best, like it's gonna be great. No one except for us are really gonna notice, and even then we're just gonna be happy that you're like doing it.
Yeah.
And so the costume was like a lot. It's a whole like grass skirt that wraps around me. And then there's a belt, and then, like, a top, and this whole, like, headband with, like, a feathery headpiece. It's, like, a whole thing. And I was like, I don't even know how I'm going to dance in this. Because, like, the skirt's not flexible.
Yeah, you're like, I should have been practicing in this. The
whole, like, point of the dance, like, you're squatting the whole time. It's all about, like, having a bend in your knees. And so I was like,
oh my gosh.
They were like, if your legs aren't burning by the end of it, you didn't do it right, is what I was told. So...
So Sarah got her workout in on her wedding. I really
did, but I was like, how am I going to squat? How am I going to squat in this? Because it's not like, there's no flex to it. Yeah. Anyways, it turned out really good. It was very overwhelming. I'm glad I did it, but like, I kind of blacked out, and Tiger said he came up to me after to tell me to like stay and like wait a sec. And I don't even remember, like, talking to him. I, like, just immediately, like, beelined it to the bathroom. And I was, like, called a couple of my bridesmaids. I was like, okay, like, let's change. I was, like, shaking. It was, like, a lot. Because there's, like, everyone surrounds you and is, like, throwing money at you and, like, just screaming at you.
Super
it's
cool.
Just, like,
definitely overwhelming. It's meant to be.
Overload.
Yes.
And so I was like, I'm so sorry. I didn't know I was supposed to stay out there. Because then his dad, like, last minute, like, made him dance. And I missed it.
That's okay.
And so, anyways, but it was great. And then I changed into a different dress after that. Out of my wedding dress.
Yeah, that was like a more casual.
Yeah, it was a little more casual. It was the dress I wore to my bachelorette party.
Yeah.
But
it was just like, when I say it was like short, but still sparkly party.
Yeah, party, like, very cute.
Yeah.
And I'm glad I did, because it was like, it's really hot.
Yes, Florida.
Yeah. So anyways, it like went great by the end of the night. So my parents got us a hotel in like off of one of the beaches, like on the coast.
So cool.
So nice. And we stayed there for like 2 nights. But like the drive there, I was like so dead. And like at that point, like my brain is like full of mucus. And he's like talking to me. I'm like, uh-huh. And I'm like, I'm so sorry. We need to stop and get me some medicine because I'm like dying.
Oh, yeah.
So, and he was even like he was like, I like can't feel my legs because I didn't know I was going to be doing another dance. And again, it's all about, you're in a squat for every dance. Like that's part of.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, so he was like dying. And
you're like, just to be clear, we were both dying.
Which
makes sense.
We went to the hotel and like passed out because we were so tired. And then like we went to the beach the next day and like went to a bunch of restaurants, and I didn't pack enough. I didn't even pack a swimsuit. So we had to buy me a swimsuit.
Aww.
And then I had to go back to my parents' house because I was like, I literally brought like a shirt. One like shirt that's okay to wear out, and then like a shirt to sleep in, and that was like.
Let me just go grab some clothes really
quick.
So
we went back, and it was nice because then I got to see all my family that came in. We stopped by
nice.
His parents' Airbnb, and like said bye to like his family that came into town, and yeah, it was a lot. But
weddings feel like a lot.
It was so fun.
It looked beautiful.
Was amazing. My parents did such a good job, and everything looked beautiful from what I remember. And I'm like, I can't wait to get pictures back because then I can like really like process everything.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was amazing.
Everything truly looked perfect.
Sorry,
to me.
Word vomited all that out, but
well, it was the only way to do it.
Yeah, but it was
the only way to do it. It has not even been a week since the wedding.
It's true.
To be clear.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, and then I got back and immediately had to work. So back to reality.
That'll get you in check
real fast. Yeah, I was like, oh shoot. So like now I have to do things and like be an adult.
Especially I feel like when it's so interesting when you're focused on something for so long, it's like, this is what it is. I'm focused on this. I'm focused on this. And then have immediate shift to like, oh, back to reality, back to whatever. It's like,
okay, so we're done.
That's
like
tiring.
The build up, I was by the time it was like the day, I was just so over the process. I was like, can it just be here already? Can we just like get this show on the road? Because longest week of my life. Because you're just the whole time you're just like waiting for this big day. Took forever to get. It feels like I was in like Florida for like a month. Honestly,
I feel like you were gone for so long.
Right?
It feels like you were actually. Like to me, I feel like I've not seen you in
so
months.
long, and it's not been that long.
No,
but
it's not like 2 weeks.
Yeah. Anyways, so it was super fun.
It looked fun. It looked perfect. The colors were everything. The decor was everything. I just felt like it was so you. Yeah. Like it was perfectly fit to you guys.
Executed perfectly.
It just seemed like the perfect celebration of love.
Yeah, it was great. It was so sweet. But
wow. Yeah. You're married.
I am a married woman.
That's crazy.
Again, I'm still trying to like wild. Like even driving down here, I was looking, I'm like, that's my husband.
I would be doing that 24/7.
I've said it like multiple times. He's like, yeah, you're my wife. So,
when my sister got married, like right afterwards, one of my super young cousins ran up and I was like, look, it's Nicole's husband. And she was like, whoa, no one has said that yet. Yeah. That is so weird.
She's like, wait a second.
Wait a minute. So I feel like that's got to be, even transitioning to someone being like your boyfriend at first is like
so weird. Like I remember the adjustment to that was like hard for me.
Yeah.
Because I hadn't done that before.
Totally.
And I was like,
so listen, you never done the husband thing.
Yeah. So it's going to be interesting. So, but yeah, it's been so good. And yeah, excited to like see what happens next and where life takes us.
It's so cute. It's like officially where life takes you guys. Because before it's like you're dating and you do life together.
Yeah.
But man, married, like you said, forever, baby.
Yeah, so we'll see. Hopefully I get a little wiser from it.
What are you talking about, Sarah? Things. What? You are extremely wise.
Anyways, so that's my life update. It's a big one.
That's a huge one.
But how have you been? I know nothing compares, but like still, how are you doing?
Truly nothing compares. It is sad because I wanted to be at your wedding so bad. And of course, and I was like, that's when playoff is, so I just can't guarantee anything. We literally had a playoff game the night of Sarah's wedding, so bummer for me. And it was in Houston. Sarah was getting married in Florida. Just absolutely impossible. But we lost, which means we're done. We did win a home playoff game I almost said a home playoff game at home. Cool. We did win a playoff game at home.
Yeah,
which
I remember seeing that.
So fun and so exciting. Like, I absolutely love that. I'm glad we won one at our place. But it's heartbreaking, man. Yeah. Like, I feel like I've dealt with some tough losses before.
Yeah.
But it's so different when it's like when you're a fan of a team, you feel like you have a relationship with them or whatever. Yeah. But
you work so closely with the team, though, that I feel like it's just different. Like,
I'm just like, these are my guys, you know? Like, these are my guys. And, like, it's definitely, like, it's a job. And, like, at the end of the day, like, you do have to be able to somewhat separate your emotions. Yeah. And I will work on that more. But it's like, because the older players, like the more experienced players, you can tell that they're like, okay, we know we need to like move on from this. Like, we're going to be sad and then we know we need to move on, and they adjust. But some of the younger players, I was like, oh,
man,
they were like feeling it, just like crying after the game. And I was like, I literally can't look at them. Yeah. Like, I cannot. I love them. So, anyways, it's okay. Got a few things to still wrap up before I feel like I have, like, a real break. But
yeah, excited for you.
I'm so excited.
Yeah.
MLS has Major League Soccer is, like, the longest season in professional sports, and that's not even a joke. So, it's November, and I'm, like, about to wrap up the season, and preseason starts the beginning of January. So, it's
very
it's a
short.
Lot.
Yeah.
I'm ready to relax, though.
Yeah, I'm excited for you because you deserve a break.
They're so needed. Breaks are so needed in sports and in life. But anyways, so that's literally all I'll say because just nothing's going to compare to the wedding.
Yeah.
And normally that would be pretty big news, my season being done. But it is not big news today.
just
it
kind
is
of
not big news. Which, for the record, today's like theme is literally, it's just like life lately. Yeah. Like the updates. We needed a like full update on your wedding.
Yeah.
I gave a quick update, and now we're just going to walk you through some of the things in the sports world, our thoughts on it.
Yeah, that happened.
We just got to catch up real quick. And then next week, we'll kind of go back to our, like, segment type stuff. We'll do, like, a special Thanksgiving. I just realized that's going to come out on Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Crazy.
Should we do it before
Thanksgiving? Maybe. We could maybe
we should do it Wednesday. We'll let you know.
Yeah, but it's going to come out the week of Thanksgiving.
Yeah. Yep.
And it's going to be something, a little special for everyone. A little special
for you. So stay tuned for that. That's coming out next week. But let's get back to life in the sports world lately.
Yes. Oh my gosh.
I feel like a lot happened. Oh my gosh.
Much.
A lot happened this weekend.
Yeah.
Let me allow this to be the transition. So I'm on the plane next to like one of my best friends, my coworker that I love. She's a huge Taylor Swift fan, right? And we're just feeling it, man. We're just coming off a loss, and it's just like rough. We gotta take this like 3-hour plane ride back to Houston. And
back to Utah.
Whoa, thank you. Back to Utah from Houston. And like we're sad. And the plane is super full because usually we're super spoiled and we get the whole row to ourselves and we like lay down and we're like, man, we gotta fall asleep sitting up.
Yeah.
Here we go. We're like kind of bummed about everything.
Yeah.
And I'm on my phone because I never have time to go on like my own accounts after a game. But we just lost. So there wasn't a ton to do. Our season is over. So as I'm scrolling, what do I see? Taylor Swift running off the stage after her show in Argentina into the arms of none other than
Travis Kelce.
Yep. And I showed it to my friend because she's a huge Taylor Swift fan. I said, hey, I know you're really sad right now.
Maybe this will lift your spirits.
Yep. And she was like, thank you so much for showing me that. That really helped.
Yeah.
Guys.
It was everywhere.
It was everywhere.
Which, like, so has everything with them.
Which is to be expected.
Yeah.
She also changed the lyrics in her song Karma.
Yeah.
So it's like the karma is my boyfriend, karma is I don't know all the words, okay? Because I don't listen to Taylor Swift a lot. I'm just supportive of this relationship.
Yeah.
But she said she changed the lyrics to karma is the guy on the Chiefs running back home, coming straight home to me.
Yeah.
And when I first saw this clip, I saw it from like a wide angle.
Yeah.
I don't know about you.
Yeah, same.
But then did you see the close-up angle?
Of her or of him?
True. Of her and him. So I saw the one of him, but I didn't see the one of the like close-up where you could see the dancers until like a day or so after.
I didn't see this, I don't think.
So her backup dancers, they're just like dancing and she says, guy on the Chiefs, and her backup dancers' jaws are like to the floor. They're like, like, did she just
say that?
Like, they're still dancing, but their reaction told me everything I needed to know. I was like, they had no idea that was coming.
No, and like he didn't have an idea. He talked about it on his podcast.
I still need to listen to this.
I just saw the TikTok clip of it, and he was just like, I didn't know we were going there, and you could probably see it on my face because he was shocked. Like his jaw also hit the floor. Yeah, and he was like, I guess we're going there.
He put his hands to his face. He was like, and it was so funny because I didn't realize at first that he was standing next to her dad. Yeah. And her dad's reaction, he hit him and put his arms up like, we got a winner. Yeah. Like, this is it. It was the fact that he was just hanging out with her dad.
Yeah.
But I will say, 'cause I fight people on whether or not this is real. People think it's fake, and I'm just committed to it being real at this point. Yeah. I'm like, he went to Argentina, guys. Yeah. This show was not just anywhere.
Mm-hmm. And he's gotten flack for that. But I'm like
so in the sports world? Yeah. This is like we were talking about the other week. It's like you can't do anything outside of sports, and I just fully disagree with that.
I disagree as well. Especially when it's like, if you have a break, they want you to take that break and spend it with the ones you love and like decompress. Yeah. And we just talked about it. Everyone needs a break in life, especially from their work, to like relax and recuperate. Let him go see like someone that he loves.
100%.
Like, just let him live his life.
Just literally, it's like you have to take time for yourself. Yeah.
And if you don't, then they're going to suck even more.
Exactly.
So let him do what he needs to do.
It's called getting burnt out. It's called like playing worse. We talked about this in an episode that I don't remember what it was called, but I really enjoyed it. Yeah. Oh, it was like
the back to school essentials.
Back to school essentials. Yeah. That was a good one. If you haven't listened to that one, go back.
Yeah. But also not you with your friendship bracelets.
I have so many friendship bracelets, and they all come. Shout out to my friend Meg. She's made literally all of them. She's a Swiftie, and she's super fast at it. So she got me like a Real one. People just see it as real when it is Real, as in like Real Salt Lake. Yeah. And then she just gave me like 2 more this weekend, and she made one with my name on it. So now I literally have 4, and I'm honestly, this is so fun. You keep making me bracelets, Bessie. Yeah. So anyways, I'm like not a Swiftie, but I might as well be with these bracelets.
Yeah. I was like, you're really fitting the trend.
I'm really fitting the trend. Anyways, yeah. So I'm super supportive of that. That was epic. The same night, this all happened on your wedding night. This was 11/11.
Literally so much happened that day. And I was
didn't see any of it. Of course not. Any of it. If you guys missed the NWSL championship game,
it was wild.
You missed out. Yeah. If you didn't see it, it was crazy and you missed out.
Honestly, I missed out because I only got to see the aftermath of it.
Facts. Honestly, I did too because I was working. This game, like...
So many moving parts.
There were so many moving parts.
Storylines.
Yes. So, going into it, okay? This is Megan Rapinoe's and Ali Krieger's last game. They're retiring.
Yeah. Okay. We've talked about them before.
A lot of anticipation going into the game because of that. 6 minutes in. Megan Rapinoe says, I tore my Achilles.
Yeah. She goes down injured, and no one really knows what happened, and you see her mouthing, I tore my Achilles.
Yeah, she knew what happened, apparently.
She knew immediately. I mean, I feel like you should, but that is such a tragic way to end your career.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Just already, like, there's just a lot of emotion 6 minutes into this game.
Yeah.
So then, as if that's not interesting enough, Gotham FC's goalie gets a red card.
In stoppage time.
Stoppage time.
At the end of the game.
Yes. At the end of the game, because she punched a ball out of the box.
Yes. So you can't, as a goalie, outside of the goalkeeper's box, you can't use your hands in any way. You can use any other body part, but you can't use your hands. And she was like right on the edge of the box. You weren't sure, but like they ruled it that she was outside of the box. She used her hands, and that is immediate red card and ejection from the game.
Yep. And because you can only have so many subs in soccer, Gotham had already used all their subs.
And also, I feel like we should note, Gotham is up at this point by 1 point.
So they need to just hold their lead.
Yeah. And because of the red card, the other team, Rain, gets a free kick.
Yes.
And they didn't have a goalie, obviously. So they had to use one of their goalkeepers or one of their midfielders as the goalkeeper.
They literally, you guys, they took this midfielder, start putting a goalie jersey on her
with the gloves.
And they're like,
just stand there and
don't let a ball get in.
Yeah. And she's like, doesn't even really know how to like set up a wall right because she's not a goalie. Like, seeing this, I was so stressed because I was like, I could not even imagine.
The anxiety.
And like,
this is what nightmares are made of.
And the girl stepping up to like take this free kick for Rain is like one of their best place kickers players. And so really they just threw everyone on Gotham's team like in the wall and were just praying that was enough basically.
And you know what?
It was. Yeah.
Somehow it was enough.
Yeah.
They did enough defensively
to survive.
And that was literally, it was like,
and
we
honestly,
just
props to them because it didn't even get close really to
No, they got it out of there.
Yeah.
They did a really good job.
And ran down the clock and they ended up winning, which is just crazy. I feel like we say that a lot about things.
But this could have been scripted.
Yeah.
I'm not saying it was.
Yeah.
But this like, is what like best TV dramas are made of.
Talk about a nail biter. Oh my gosh.
Straight up.
I like, if I was that midfielder, I like don't even know what I would do with myself.
Same.
Like, I do know because to an extent because I was a goalie, but like if I didn't know, like it's such a completely different position than like any other player plays on the field.
Yep.
That it's just so hard to fathom having to do that so under pressure.
I know. And that was the thing is like, as I saw it, I was just like, this would be crazy in any game.
Yeah.
In a championship game. Yeah. Like, the pressure has got to be, it's through the roof. I feel like that's already just when you're the most stressed. And while that game was drama, that's just not the only drama
going on in the sports world. It's crazy.
So we told you guys a little bit about Michigan, right? We told you guys about Michigan football, the college team, and how they got in trouble for
stealing signs.
Having an elaborate scheme to steal signs from other teams that show what plays they're running. And the latest,
apparently,
their head coach has been suspended now as well.
Because there's also, now it's coming out that they were like giving these signs to other teams as well.
Yes.
To use against those opponents.
That's honestly what I should have led with. So the more digging they've done, the more they found stuff like that.
Yeah. And it's like, there's no way.
If you're wondering, time out. If you're wondering, why would they give signs to other teams. It's because they were trying to like rig the system so that certain teams would lose and maybe
not make it to the playoffs.
So they're like, if we don't want to see that team in the playoffs, we'll go to their opponent and give them signs.
And then we might have a better chance of making it to the playoffs.
Right. So the Big Ten, which is the conference they're in, they decided, it wasn't the NCAA themselves, but the conference itself decided to suspend Michigan head coach Jim Harbaugh, whether or not
he knows.
He's denied knowing it.
Yeah, but it's like, at this point, how can you not know?
So, just more drama.
Yeah.
More drama. And
yeah, so he's suspended for 3 games, and there's like...
Which is like the end of the regular season.
Yeah, and they're like, basically, if they make it to the playoffs, like they're trying to get it so he can't coach for that either. He can't be on the sideline for that either, which is wild, and we'll see what happens, because they are they're doing really good.
Well, and that's what's crazy, is because just because your head coach is suspended, like, that means someone has to step up.
Yeah.
As what's called, like, interim head coach, which is basically like temporary head coach.
Yeah.
So their offensive coordinator and offensive line coach coached their game last weekend, and they won.
Yeah.
And did you see the post-game press conference?
No, but it's also, we should say, it was over number 10?
Yeah, Penn State. So it was a big win.
Yeah.
It was a big win. And they interviewed him afterwards, and this man was full tears.
Yeah.
Like, he was
emotional.
He was super emotional, and they were like, what does this win mean to you, basically? And he said, quote, "These effing guys, these right here, man, these guys did it. These guys did it." And then he started talking about basically how, like, he loves the head coach of Michigan, and like, this was for you, and we support you, and like all this stuff. People on Twitter were literally like, what happened to him? Is he dead? Like, the level of emotion was like that.
Yeah.
So it's been kind of interesting, because people have been like, why are you guys playing like you're the victims?
Yeah, like, when really you're the ones cheating.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's interesting. And
people will use any type of motivation.
Yeah. I feel like this is we talked about scandals one time. This is going to go down as a huge scandal.
I agree.
Especially if they go on and go far in playoffs.
Uh-huh.
This is going to be a big deal.
Yep.
So interesting to see how that will continue to develop, and we'll try to keep you posted.
Yep, we will.
There's gonna be more. There's gonna be more for sure.
For sure. And now we're just gonna end with a couple fun things for you guys, okay?
Yeah.
Jason Kelce. You guys, if you haven't seen a picture of Jason Kelce, he's
rugged.
Remember that he's like the center of the O-line.
Yes.
So he's one of the big mans that protects the quarterback, okay?
Yes.
And when I say big, I'm a big.
Yeah.
Okay?
He's a big dude.
Rugged is a great word.
Yeah, he's very rugged looking, got a full-on beard. He's not all about the flashy designer
Not
clothes.
at all. He leaves that to his brother Travis.
Man. Yeah, Travis is very much that guy.
Jason is very much just some random...
He's just a normal dude.
I would probably just walk by him on the street and be like, whoa, that dude's huge.
Huge. But also, like, he's dressed like a normal guy.
He never shows up to games dressed up. Like, he is...
Flip-flops, jeans.
His fashion sense is literally just your average dad, okay?
Yeah.
He was named as a finalist for People Magazine's Sexiest Man Alive.
Which is just so funny to me, but also, like, good for him.
Honestly, good for him. His jersey... I'm going to say that Travis probably took the title for this.
Yeah.
Prior to the Travis Kelce Taylor Swift stuff, his jersey was the most...
sold to females. Like, females, most bought by females.
Yeah. Which is just funny if you see him. If you have not seen Jason Kelce, go look this man up right now.
But honestly, like, women find it sexy that he's a nice, like, family man.
That's what it is.
Who treats his wife right.
Who's
and it's funny. Has a great personality. Still athletic.
Yep.
Like, it still takes coordination.
Hard
to do
worker.
What he was.
He's, like, actually hilarious, though.
And he's the personality man.
Yep.
Personality makes up for the flip-flops.
You know what? I think this is a win for all men with a great personality everywhere.
Yeah, it's true. It's so true.
Like,
and the dad bod.
And the dad bod. Facts.
Yeah.
Dad bod to the extreme.
Honestly, I'm rooting for him just because I personally love him.
Have they, like, come out with the finalist winner yet? I don't think so.
No, I don't think so. Because this just happened a few days ago.
Yeah. I don't know who's on the list. I don't know who else is on the list. I don't need to know. Jason Kelce has my vote.
Yeah, same.
Because he's awesome.
Yeah, we love him. So we're rooting for you, Jason.
We're rooting for you, Jason.
Yeah,
go win the whole thing.
Even his wife was like, I've known that.
Dude, shout out to his wife.
Yeah.
Okay, is it Kylie?
Yes.
Yeah, Kylie. I love Kylie.
She's so funny.
She's so funny. The Eagles recently launched some new merch and had her pose in it, and I was like, smart, because Kylie is the best.
Yeah, and she's gorgeous too.
Yes.
Yeah.
She's so cool. We should go into how they met sometime.
Yeah.
That story is funny. That'll be on one of our next couple episodes. Next, okay.
Did you see this?
I saw this.
So cute. It just was heartwarming. And I was like, I feel like we should touch on it.
Cute little thing.
So the Jets played the Raiders this past weekend, and the Raiders came back to beat the Jets, and a lot of it had to do with a game-winning interception by Robert Spillane.
Yeah.
I don't want to say that's how you say his last name.
I don't follow the Raiders much, so I'm not sure.
I don't either, but
we wrote it down and then realized we think we know how to say it.
Yeah, but we're gonna.
Very sorry,
Rob. If you're out there, we're sorry, but
we're not sorry because you're living your best life.
Yeah, he caught the game-winning interception, and then in the post-game interview, right after the game finished, he announced that his wife was pregnant with their first child, and tucked something, a shirt or something, up underneath his jersey to make it look like he had a little baby bump. It was adorable.
So cute.
And his wife was all for it. They showed her and she was rooting him on. And I was like, this is just so cute.
I've seen a lot of soccer players do that where after they score a goal, if their wife's pregnant, they tuck the ball under their jersey.
Yeah.
It was super cute.
Yeah.
Here's my question. Not my question. Here's my hope. Is that they already told their family and stuff.
Yeah. I hope so too, but
I'm sure he wasn't planning on announcing it on TV.
That's true.
He wasn't.
She looked happy about it,
she
so
did.
Hopefully,
in the moment, I would be like, I don't care. And even honestly, I would probably tell my parents and everyone. But imagine your friends don't know yet. You're like, I'd be like, sorry.
Yeah, sorry.
I don't care.
It was in the moment.
It was iconic.
It was perfect.
The whole world knows now. You're welcome.
Yeah.
So that was
so cute.
Where honestly, I just loved that.
Yeah.
Little shout out to his wife. Again, another family man.
Yeah.
We love it. Okay, and finally, our last kind of update / we already talked about the NWSL. We naturally talk about women's sports, but we thought this was cool to have as our quote women's highlight.
Yeah.
Why don't you take this one, Sarah, actually?
So Liberty player, we've talked about her before, Sabrina Ionescu.
Yeah. Liberty as in WNBA.
WNBA. Yes. Thank you. She, like a lot of athletes, will come out with a sneaker, a basketball shoe, especially. She came out with a sneaker line for basketball shoes, and it has taken over the NBA, which I just love.
I think that's so cool.
Because what a great crossover, and not that people were forced to do this, players legitimately like the shoe and play in the shoe. And
I just I feel like growing up, maybe this was just me not knowing, but I just didn't know of female basketball player shoe lines.
Yeah.
I only knew of men's.
Jordan.
Yeah, straight up. I feel like you hear of LeBron, Kobe's, I don't know.
Giannis has one.
Steph, whatever. I feel like I always heard of those. And there's even been pictures of cute little WNBA fans. And they'll hold up a sign get X player her own shoe line.
Break.
I want to wear that one.
Yeah.
So the fact that it's not just big in the WNBA and amongst women, but it's
crossed over into the NBA, and players are supporting it, and
just naturally.
Just a few. Jordan Poole, Jordan Clarkson, Drew Holiday, and then even one of the refs was literally wearing
That's actually cool. I didn't know that was the thing.
Which is crazy.
I never paid attention to what shoes the refs wear.
No, me neither. I didn't know until they showed it. And then they were like, oh my gosh, yeah, he's wearing her shoe line, which is just big shout out to her, and just shows another progression in women's sports, which I love.
Yeah, so here for it.
Yep.
Let me tell you, I don't play basketball, but if I were to,
me neither.
You already know.
Yeah.
You already know.
And it's a good looking shoe. I like it.
Yeah, same.
It looks nice.
Yeah.
Which obviously, players are wearing it. So.
Yeah. It's probably then looks good and feels good to play in, so that's awesome.
Yeah.
those are the updates.
Yeah.
We honestly were like, we just gotta update you guys, and it's gonna be
just a lot of that.
It's gonna be a lot.
A lot has happened in our personal lives, in the world of sports.
And now you know it all.
Yep.
Thanks for joining us on Calling
the Shots.
We'll tell you more next time.
See ya.
Bye.